got another product demonstration we want to talk about. These are the folks from Makita. With me is Adam Livingston.
Very nice to meet you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
I got to tell you, this is a fancy looking little drill, and it's more than just a drill.
It's more than just a drill.
New product out this year?
It's a new product. It doesn't look new because it's dirty because we've been outside running it for the last 3 days, but it looks authentic that way, right?
Sure.
So this is our new 18-volt brushless rotary hammer.
Okay.
The motor is a brushless motor, and this is the first brushless rotary hammer. Why brushless is important is specifically for 18-volt tools that require high torque. You get much longer runtime, up to 50% longer runtime with a brushless motor than a standard brushed motor. Because of that, we're able to give you an 18-volt rotary hammer with the same runtime as a 36-volt rotary hammer. So specifically when you're doing work overhead, you have a lot less weight, which is very important for the contractor.
Lightweight.
This tool also features a built-in dust extraction system.
I was going to ask you about that because that's pretty neat. In fact, when you brought the tool up, I thought maybe this was a built-in guide of some sort for the bit itself, but it's not.
Tell us about this actually retracts as the tool drills. It captures the dust. It captures the dust down to 0.5 microns. So why that's important is because specifically if you're drilling overhead, the dust will come out of the hole and get in the contractor's face.
Absolutely.
This will stop that from happening. At an 18-volt weight, it's much lighter to be able to do that application.
Sure.
The other thing about it too is that the vacuum actually has its own motor. And why that's important is because a lot of manufacturers run their dust extraction system off a belt drive.
Right.
And when you do that, you actually sacrifice RPMs and beats per minute. In other words, you sacrifice drilling performance. With this tool, with its own vacuum, you don't sacrifice drilling performance, and there's also a 2-second delay when you pull out of the hole to capture that additional dust from falling into your face.
So I take it then this also has some sort of filtration system in it?
Yes, right here in the front, if you can see, there's a filter system.
Okay.
You can see right now it's actually full of concrete because we've been using it all day.
And it's easily accessible to change out if you need to?
Yes, exactly. All you do is you open this and dump the concrete dust out and go back to work.
Really? That's all you have to do? How often would you say you'd have to change that filter?
You get 200 to 300 holes depending on the size. So a tool like this on a commercial job site, you could go a half day of drilling holes before you have to empty the canister.
And what's the weight of this tool?
The weight of this tool, we actually we don't have that published yet because this is brand new. This is the first time you're getting a look at it.
So you got a hands-on demo going on outside.
Exactly. We're not going to have this released to about the June timeframe.
Okay.
Until then, we're not going to release any of the official specs.
I got you. But it's out here for demo purposes.
Yes, it is.
It's a brand new tool that's coming online, and you're just featuring at the show this year.
I definitely am.
Now, what's this little gadget?
So what we have here is a dust shroud, and this will go on all Makita 4.5-inch and 5-inch grinders.
Okay.
One of the challenges of going dust-free on a job site is the cost of startup.
Sure.
What we're offering you here is the ability to go dust-free with your current Makita tools for under $100. So an attachment like this can go on your current Makita grinder and will allow you to do cup wheeling or grinding in a dust-free environment. So some features of this versus our competitors is actually has a built-in suspension system. If you can see, it rocks back and forth.
Yeah.
And so why that's important is when you're doing flooring applications, often you come into uneven surfaces, and this will allow the grinder or the shroud to flex.
Compensate for the unevenness.
So it makes it a lot easier to work with the grinder. You don't have to keep it perfect because there's some give there. The other thing too is that it also compensates for blade wear. And why that's important is because as the blade wears, these brushes will start to lay down because guys will start pushing on it harder to make the wheel contact the surface. And once they lay down and they don't come back up, when you go to put a new wheel on, there's actually a gap there, and then you actually have to buy a new brush for it. Mm-hmm. So that's why we have this with the built-in suspension system.
Isn't that something?
You can remove the edge piece. So you can remove the edge piece to go up to up to your surface. So again, we have this available in a 5-inch and a 7-inch, and we also have numerous other attachments that will go on your Makita tools that will actually work really well with our new Makita Extract Vac, which is also coming out in the April-May timeframe.
April-May timeframe, that's important for all of those of you in the industry who make use of tools like this. April-May for this, and that's a dandy. And also this other new attachment. So check in with your Makita pals right here at the World of Concrete in your outdoor lot.
Yes.
Where you're doing hands-on demos. And Makita.com.
Sounds great. Thank you very much.
Adam Livingston, Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. And we'll be moving right along. We got other people we need to talk to, so don't go away.